Hello, good morning. I'm Veronica from Channel 55, and I'm here with Chef, teacher from Vista, and he's going to answer a few questions for us. Can you explain what you do here?
Hi, I'm the 3-4 culinary teacher here at Valley Vista. I'm also in charge of a program called CCAP here.
Also, I want to ask you, what type of activities do students often see while they're in your class?
So while you're in a culinary class, you get to cook all kinds of things. The 1-2 kids, so freshman classes, they just did a whole Thanksgiving feast. We cook food from all around the world. We do world cuisines. We just cook a bunch of food. That's the main activities.
What careers and jobs does taking this class prepare students for?
So obviously it prepares you to be a chef. But there are other career fields that you can go into. Some people go into being a nutritionist. Some people can be restaurant managers, hotel managers. It goes all over the place.
Also, how many levels are offered here at Valley Vista?
There are 6 levels of culinary. There's 1-2 as freshmen, 3-4 as sophomores, and then 5-6 as juniors. And then there's also culinary internship, where you go get a job and you get credits for working that job in the culinary industry.
And what do they learn? What do they see in each one of those classes?
So in 1-2, you just learn the basics of cooking. You learn safety and sanitation. You learn just how to cook basic stuff. In 3-4, my class, we expand on that. We talk about world cuisines. We talk about front of house. We talk about meat. We do a lot of baking and pastry. We just finished up that unit. And in 5-6 is more of a catering class and a baking class. So you do a lot of baking and you do a lot of catering and fundraising events in the 5-6 class.
And I also want to ask you, are there any certifications that a student can achieve?
Yeah, the certifications that we offer in 3-4, we get you your food handler's card for free. And at 5-6, you get your ServSafe certification for free. And these are just little certs that you get that will help you get a job after high school or while you're in high school.
Yeah, and also can you tell us about your affiliate and what students do in that?
Yeah, so we have FCCLA, that stands for Future Community Career Leaders of America. It's a leadership club. Students, we go and compete. We attend conferences. We just went to camp this past October. I also run CCAP. That's Careers Through Culinary Arts program. That's a big cooking competition where students can earn scholarships to anywhere they want. NAU, ACI, Arizona Culinary Institute, or a bunch of other places too.
Well, for you personally, what's your favorite event that you do in all of that?
My favorite event is CCAP. The kids, I think you guys are going to see here soon, they're going to make an omelet. That's part of our competition. That's probably my favorite event that we do with our clubs.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. And also, lastly, I want to ask you, how are students involved in school events?
So with our club, we do fundraisers all the time. We sell goodies and snacks during lunch or before school. We're trying to sell all kinds of things lately. We're doing, I think, pies soon. We do cookies, cupcakes, cake pops, all kinds of things. We sell all over the place.
Well, that's great. But for now, let's send it over to Nicole, where some culinary students will do a demonstration.
Hi, I'm Nicole at Channel 55 here at Valley Vista High School, and today I'm going to be talking to our culinary program, and I am joined with...
Hi, my name is Jaylee.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to do this with us. So can you tell me more about culinary?
Yeah, of course. So Valley Vista is the only school out of the district to have a culinary program. This does not only include our beginner, intermediate, and advanced classes, but this also includes extended programs such as FCCLA, our hospitality branch, and our CCAP, our competition branch.
Okay, awesome. So what kind of stuff can students expect to learn here besides the obvious, just, cooking?
Yeah, of course, they can learn everyday skills, including like sanitation and then safety, but we do learn a variety of different types of foods, going from beginner, intermediate, and advanced. You learn a whole bunch, going from our hardest, like breads, and then going from our easiest, so it's also really diverse.
And do you guys have like certain things that you would say help prepare students if they want to pursue culinary in the future?
Yeah, of course. So like I mentioned previously, our FCCLA branch and our CCAP branch, our FCCLA, you get to network amongst and learn leadership skills. So not only does this help you in cooking, but you learn a whole bunch of different other skills to take on in life. And as far as our CCAP, that's our competing branch, you learn the basics of food, but as well as you get to compete for scholarships. And this could give you a little head start in life, and you're also affiliated for life.
That's awesome. So keep that in mind, 8th graders, if you guys want to pursue culinary in the future. Can you tell us a bit about what we're going to be doing here today?
Yeah, of course. So like I mentioned, our CCAP Culinary Arts career program, that's going to be our preliminary competition. So we're going to be doing our omelets that we do in our preliminary competition. This is a French rolled omelet, so it takes a little bit of skill.
Okay, just so you know, I don't have very much skill, so we're gonna see how this goes. I've never made an omelet before, so we're just gonna try and see how this goes. So I guess we'll just get started.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and then who am I working with?
I am Caleb Mitri.
Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you again for being here today. So what are we gonna do to get started?
So first you want to whisk the eggs and beat them very thin so that they don't stick to the fork. And then you want to season them, and you want to put the butter on the pan and get the heater on and start melting.
And what kind of seasonings do you guys use to make your eggs?
Just salt and pepper.
Keep it nice and basic. So what year are you in culinary?
I'm in my 3rd year of culinary in the advanced class 5-6, and it's definitely harder. There's a lot more advanced things that you have to do in that class.
So what do you typically learn in your first year in culinary?
First year in culinary, I'd say it's more safety and sanitation and more knife cuts to make you prepared for the later years, and if you want to do competition later on, you know all the skills to do them.
Are you able to do competitions in your first year, or is that a second, 3rd year thing?
That is a 3rd year thing. Depending on what year you are, it doesn't really matter. It's more if you're a junior or senior, that's when you can compete, but more than rather, your skills that you have is when you can compete.
Okay, awesome.
Out of gas.
If need to, we can switch to over here.
Okay.
All right, we might have ran out of gas over there. That's okay.
Once you see the butter start sizzling a little bit, you just want to get it throughout the pan. Usually don't want to have the heat too high because it will burn the eggs, and that's not what you want for a French omelet.
So, in what year do you guys learn how to make a French omelet?
I learned it my sophomore year, and 3-4 class is when you start learning about CCAP and competition. You do get to learn it freshman year, but you can start implementing the skills later on. But for competition, you cannot compete until you're a junior and senior, so I started practicing my sophomore year so I can get more skilled for it.
That is really cool.
You just want to drop the eggs in there, and you want to beat and shake the pan really quickly so you can get the small curds in there. And if it starts cooking too quickly, you want to take it off the heat and make the curds. Because if it forms too quickly, you have scrambled eggs. So.
Yeah, that's definitely not what we want. That's pretty much all I know how to make, so I'm definitely leaving this more up to them today. But again, if you guys are interested in coming here to Valley and joining a culinary program, they're so talented. I see students all the time, like, walking around with plates of food that they make, and I've even tried some of it before, so it's definitely it's really good. I especially really like the cookies here. They're really good.
We do make a lot of cookies and baking, especially in 5-6. It's more of a baking-based class. We do a lot of pastry-type foods.
That's mostly up my alley. I only really bake. I'm not much of a cook, but
Hey, baking is cooking, though, so.
that's true.
But once you have a good form based here, you want to get the sides down. Kind of just want to let it sit for a little bit. Get more of the thinner parts filled up with the little bit we have here. And with the French omelet, they are more on the runny side. They're not raw, but it is runny, and that's what the French omelet is based off of. It's just runny. But once you start seeing it slow down a little bit, is when you want to roll it up. And from there, you hold your pan like this. And you want to slowly but surely fold it. You do want to make sure the rolls are pretty symmetrical. And this is a harder part because you can mess it up very easily.
I definitely see how this is more advanced. Again, I'm leaving it up to them to do this today.
And from there, you can tweak with it a little bit and make it look pretty good. And that's what you usually want to look in the tournament. But there are a little bit of ripples on there. That's not what you're looking for in the tournament, so I do need to work on my skills. But that's the base for the French omelet.
That looks awesome. So if you guys are interested in making your own French omelet here, I think Valley is definitely the place to be to come learn something like this. So do you guys make more like intermediate, like quick course meals later on into your years in the culinary program?
So like advanced classes or?
Yeah.
So right now we're working on pies and our final is going to be tarts. So it is more like baking. But 3-4 class we do make a lot of like international foods, so from different places. We make bao buns, I'm pretty sure, in 3-4 at some point, and we just move around nationally.
Well, that's awesome. Again, so thank you guys so much for showing me today how to make a French omelet. Again, I left it to the professionals to do this because I can barely even cook scrambled eggs myself, but it was definitely so much fun. So if any of you guys are interested in joining an awesome culinary program, competing, or just pursuing this even after high school, this is definitely the place to be. As you just heard, they make so many yummy foods. I definitely, I've tried so many foods from culinary. It's all good. I've never disliked anything that Culinary made. It's all really, really good food. So if you guys are interested, this is the place to be. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this up now. I'm going to go ahead and send it back to the desk.
Well, that was amazing to see. Can you tell us what they did back in the lab?
So what that was a French omelet. That's one of our competition dishes that we have to do for CCAP. That's not the only part. In 1 hour, they have to make that French omelet, a cucumber salad, and do a bunch of knife cuts all in 1 hour. So that was just part of the competition that you guys saw where they can possibly earn scholarships this year.
That sounds incredible. But let's pass it over to Gabe, where he has a student, and we'll learn a little bit more about her.
How long have you? Hello, I'm Gabriel De La Garza. I'm here with
Sydney.
Sydney. How long have you been in the program?
I've been in the program since my freshman year, so just about 2 years now.
Okay. So, what's it like being in the program for so long? What have you become? Yeah.
In the program, my first year, I was just a member, and I was able to find like my love and my passion for culinary. And when I was able to do that and discover all of the different opportunities that we have, like going to state and winning a medal for cupcake decorating, I was able to find like that I really loved that, and I loved like found my passion in that, you know what I'm saying? So I was really able to discover that I wanted to take on that leadership role in clubs. So that's how I became president of the Culinary Club here at Valley Vista.
That's amazing, and I've heard so many good things about the Culinary Club here. I mean,
Thank
aren't we
you.
one of the only few schools to do it in the district?
Yeah, we have a couple out. There's like other ones in the surrounding areas. There's only like, we're the only one though in Dysart.
Mm-hmm. And then I've heard a lot of things about the competitions you guys do. Could you tell me a little bit about FCCLA and then CCAP?
Yeah, so the FCCLA competitions, we start practicing for them when we get back in January. There's a ton of different opportunities you can do. There's ones that prepare you for job interviews. There's ones that are able to, like I said, cupcake decorating. There's mise en place. There's tons of different ones. And FCCLA isn't just culinary, it expands outside of that. So you're able to do, there's early childhood development, there's fashion, tons of different ones.
That's amazing. There's so many opportunities just in that little bit. What have your experiences traveling around been like?
My experience have been so amazing. We just recently went to fall leadership camp, and that was so fun. There was a lot of different collaborative activities where you would learn how to discuss and collaborate with peers and have those rough conversations that you often have to do when you are in a leadership position or role.
Okay, well, it was amazing talking to you and hearing all about culinary on the inside, but we're running out of time, so I'll pass it back to you, Veronica.
It was amazing to hear. Well, Chef, is there anything else you want to tell the 8th graders on the other side of the screen?
I mean, I would say take the culinary classes. They're a lot of fun, even if you want to take it just to have a second lunch. That's what I did in high school. Or if you are interested in becoming a chef, there's really no way you can go wrong taking these classes here with us.
That's amazing to hear, and we hope to see you here next year. I'm Veronica from Channel 55. See you guys next time.